Hi, Jerry here. Welcome to another edition of Better Branding for Bigger Sales. So check this out. Last weekend, I'm at a 4-day business growth event, and I saw a panel of service-based entrepreneurs present their services to sharks, and they were eaten alive. I'm not kidding. It was a bloodfest. So let me set this up for you. I'm sure you're familiar with the show Shark Tank, where you have contestants pitching their idea, their product, their service, whatever. It's usually a product to these sharks, hoping to what? Get capital, funding, get someone to invest in their idea, their invention, and so on and so forth. So I'm at this 4-day event, and there was a Shark Tank kind of thing occurring. It was called Shark Attack. And I want you to picture about 6 contestants who were primarily service-based entrepreneurs. In fact, now that I think about it, they were all offering services. And they were presenting their services to a panel of sharks who were, you could say, high rollers, very successful, major influencers, true big-time authorities, experts, gurus in their fields. In other words, these were the big shots, the high rollers, the folks that can make big things happen. And the overall objective was to see if a presenter could strike a deal with one of the sharks, whereby the shark would be willing to form what's called a joint venture relationship with that entrepreneur. Are you with me? In other words, they become what are called JV partners. Oh my God. All I can say is this. After each presentation, it was literally a bite after bite after bite taken out of these entrepreneurs. I mean, it was so bloody, I had to cringe. So you may be wondering, Jerry, what happened? How did this occur? How did such a bloody mess take place? Well, here's the deal. All the sharks really wanted to know from each of the contestants, each of these service-based entrepreneur, is simply, what is your brand? What truly is your brand about? And so they were asking questions after questions to these contestants. Things like, well, what's your brand promise? What makes you special and appealing? What makes you different? What are you best known for? What problems do you solve for your clients? What tangible, practical outcomes do you deliver? Is there something about the way you deliver your results that make you unique and special in your space? I mean, it was just on and on and on. Branding question after branding question after branding question. And the contestants couldn't answer them because all they kept talking about was what it is that they did as opposed to who they are. And what these sharks are looking for is to do business with someone who truly has something special to offer and is able to articulate what their brand is so that they can make big money together. I mean, are you getting this? So bottom line, the whole reason for this video is to make sure that you shark-proof your business. I don't want you to become anybody's bait. And the other key takeaway from this is simply to understand another fact about being in business. Yeah, while this was a panel about forming JV relationships, the same questions that the sharks were asking are the same types of questions that your potential clients have for you. Okay? Because these types of questions, while a potential client may not ask them directly, they are listening for it. They want to know, how do you distinguish yourself? They want to know what sets you apart from the rest of the herd. They want to know why they should choose you. And so you've got to do everything you can to show that you are what? Preeminent at what you do. Okay? So don't just look at this as a conversation about JV relationships, which gets into the last point that I want you to take away, and that is this impacts your marketing. So anything that you are planning or trying or want to do in terms of, I don't know, creating a marketing funnel or running a challenge or doing any kind of online email marketing, it does not matter. In this whole conversation about activating client engagement, you have to be able to do that through the strength of your brand. So make sure that you really embrace this particular edition of the video series, because this gets to the nitty-gritty. These big time JVs, they nailed it. We want to hear about your brand, just like the world, the people in your target audience want to hear about you. Okay? Are you with me? So don't look at this as an isolated conversation. Listen, if you want to brainstorm with me, have a conversation with me, do a Zoom thing for an hour or so, hey, hit the link below and let's do that. Okay, because this is all too important, especially if your goal is to really scale and launch up. Take care.